Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I am going to show you how to make proper party jollof rice with firewood. I'm cooking for over 300 persons and I'm going to show you the method. You just have to stay tuned to this video to the very end because there are some tips and tricks I am going to be showing you. If you'll be making jollof rice and you wonder why you're not getting that smoking flavor, please stay tuned and enjoy this video. Trust me, every stage is important. As you can see, I was steaming my tomato, shovel and onion with lots of things. I just showed you what was in that pot and I'm steaming it. So why that is going on, because we have different what do you call it, sets of fire. So while it's steaming on one side, we're about to start frying our meat. That way you don't waste so much time waiting for one to get done before you start the other. So guys, my name is Joy and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So this is the meat and we've started frying it. You can see it's going on fine. So I'm going to showing you some tricks and some tips, how to make proper jollof rice. You can see that fire is about to get set. We have 2 sets of fire and now my meat is still frying. At this point it is dried enough, so I'm going to set it aside. You don't want it too dried because when it's too dried it's going to be a problem. So we're done with the frying of meat. Now let's start cooking. I'm going to bring in my butter first. Yes, that's what you bring in first. It depends on the style, but for this style of cooking, bring in the butter first. So I'm going to be using this pot of tomato to cook my rice. I'm cooking 25 kg of rice, which is half bag of rice, and that's what you need. So you can see there's lots of onion sliced because I'm making 3 pots. Let's start cooking. I just added my onion first. I'm going to stir fry and allow the onion to fry, but I don't want it to get burnt. That's why I'm stirring it. Now I'm trying to bring in the tomato. Yeah, that's what's next. My team and I, we made this amazing jollof rice and it came out super nice. It was great, So we're making 1.5 bag of rice, which is 3 pots of this kind of pot. We're going to make 3 pots of it, and for each pot you need that big tin tomato. This big can of tomato for each pot. That will be enough. So you just go ahead, you just mix your tomato with your onion, make sure it dissolves and allow your tomato to cook for some time. Just go ahead and fry. Just follow the process and enjoy the video. So my tin tomato has been cooking for some time. You're wondering why we are constantly stirring this. It's because you don't want it to get burnt. If you just leave it to sitting there on its own for so long, it will get burnt. So you can see, now we're bringing in the tomato that we were steaming. Yeah, we just steamed it a bit so it gets cooked and it doesn't give that sour taste of tomato. And we're going to be making use of just 2 cups. We have measurements. Everything has its own measurement, and that's what we just did. We just added enough tomato for this, just 2 cups of it. It's enough. The seasoning cube adds its own measurement because of the quantity of food we're making. This is not all the seasons we are using. We're going to be adding more season today, so we're going to be adding dried onion, shallots, and everything to it. But just stay tuned and I'll tell you why we did not add it all at the same time. So now, remember I told you about shallots in there. The reason why we didn't add it all at the same time is because those cubes were not broken. If you add it at the same time, it might not melt properly. So it's now we're adding it. And we're adding so much because of the quantity of food we're making. And I'll give you a secret. Just because we have added this much of seasoning, we are not going to add a drop of salt to this meal. Yes, you heard me right. Because the seasoning contains salt and lots of salt. So there's no need for you to add extra salt to this. We're cooking this rice without a single drop of salt and it's going to be as lovely as ever. It's going to come out very great. So at this time, we're going to loosen this up. Remember our meat stock? We already cooked our meat. I'm sorry I didn't show you that. I cooked my meat already and the stock we got, we're going to be bringing it in here. So remember our measurement bowl. We are using our measurement bowl to measure the number of stock, the amount of stock we bring in here, because everything works with measurements. You can see that's a whole lot of stock, but it's going to go around for 3 pots. And now water. For water, you need 20. That's a 20 liter. Yeah, you need 2 of it for a pot of rice. You need 2 of it, 2 of the 20 liters for a pot of rice, because we're making half bag. And now I'm going to cover and bring to a boil. And now that it's come to a boil, we have our rice properly washed. You just go ahead and bring in your rice now. There's lots of smoke. You can't see this properly, but I guess you're following. Thank you for staying tuned. My name remains Joy. Please, if you're enjoying this video, do like and subscribe. Thank you. So at this point, you start stirring. You want to stir this rice properly. You want it to mix properly. Yes, you have to stir. Don't be scared of burning. It's not going to burn so much, but you just have to stir. It's jollof rice. You need it to get mixed properly. And we're still going to stir this and ensure it mixed properly before we cover this up and allow it to cook. So we're going to cover this and allow it to come to a boil. When it comes to a boil, you come back and you reduce the heat. How do you reduce the heat? You have to take out some of the fire. So I'm back now and we're about to take out some of the fire. You can see it has come to a boil, and so because it has come to a boil, we are going to stir this. That's one thing about jollof rice. I don't know who told people that when you're cooking jollof rice you don't stir. You stir jollof rice. So the reason why we're stirring this is because we want it to get mixed up properly, and we want the liquid to go down. You don't want the liquid to be on top of your rice and your rice is underneath it. Your rice will just be getting burnt. So she's trying to push the liquid down and make sure the rice comes up. That way it gets cooked without really getting so burnt. You get it? Push the liquid to the sides, to the middle and all, and bring your rice on top of it. Trust me, you want to take a breath in between this, because it's a lot of energy and this is a whole lot of work, you know. So you can see the rice is up now, the water is going down, the liquids are going down, the rice is coming up. That's how it ought to be. So because this rice has come to a boil now, like I said earlier, you can see it's boiling evenly. It's boiling all around, every corner it's boiling. So you're going to test for texture and you cover it up. Then you start reducing your fire. At this point, you don't need so much. You just need a little bit of heat to cook it. If not, your rice is going to get burnt. So we're back again and you can see our rice is properly cooking. Wow, this is lovely. The aroma is just everywhere. So this is the point where you have to do the stirring. This is the point that is so difficult. So you have to stir this rice properly. And I'm sorry I didn't show you guys when we added onion. So when your rice is cooked, when you notice that your rice is almost getting so it's almost getting done. You just add some sliced onion on top and you cover it to heat up a bit and melt, and then you come back and you do this stage. You have to stir this. This is where the work comes in. You put in your mussels into this, and voila, you set aside. You just pack the rice and you set it aside. I'm missing my words, I'm so sorry. Thank you guys for staying tuned to this video. You can see from my voice that I'm tired. It was a lot of stress for me, but I enjoyed every bit of it. So till we meet again, tell me if this was useful, and do enjoy your weekend. Bye guys.